Hi guys, new month and, well, judging by the looks of things outside, looking out of the warehouse shutter over there, potentially a new season as well. I think summer might be about abandoning us. I figured it was a very good opportunity for me to get back on here, finally get back on here and start, making a fool of myself again. So, I've also just had a haircut too, so feeling a tiny bit more camera ready over here. Okay, where have we been? August has been quite slow. It's felt really slow. So, I haven't been anywhere. I mean, Marcus, Millie and I are still beavering away over here, as always in the mix. But we've just been a bit let down on new deliveries, launches and exciting stuff. And if we haven't got really exciting stuff to tell you about, I can't really justify boring you with my really long stories. So yeah, we haven't been on here as much, but as you may have seen on our Instagram this week, there's a lot of new stuff coming, lots of new posts, lots of exciting, fun things to tell you about. So it's brought me out of hiding and let's do it. Always worth a particular amount of fuss. We've got a brand new flavour in Per4m's endlessly popular whey protein, introducing Cherry Bakewell. Ooh. So we've seen Cherry Bakewell in supplements before, we've seen it in protein powders before, but once again Per4m have done an amazing, sterling job of delivering this in a high protein, low sugar shake format. So to my taste buds, it's not too far off the jammy biscuit you might have tried. It's another fairly recent flavour from them, but it has that custard creamy undertone to it, met by the sweetness of perhaps the white choc hazelnut, the very popular white choc Kinder Bueno one we've had from them for quite some time. But then the real Bakewell magic comes in. We've got that fruity cherry hit straight after the creaminess of the base gets you, followed by that unmistakable almond frangipane marzipan style finish. All in all, true Bakewell, works so well in the shake format. Per4m have nailed it. Available now in the big tubs, 900 gram tubs to come soon, the 30 serves, and in the cream of rice. And that's obviously not all we've got for you from Per4m, because we've got not one, not two, not three, but 4 new flavours, all candy inspired as well, in 2 of their ranges. So the increasingly popular Hydrates, the Hydration Electrolytes formula they've got, we have now got. It's very cute pick and mix corporate colour style fizzy bottles. So yeah, candy shop inspired fizzy bubblegum bottles, gummy, can you see that? Gummy worms, lemon sherbet fizz, and very cute also pink lemonade. So we've got that in the Hydrate, and going down here we've also got that in their powerful pre. So yeah, all 4 delicious flavours there. The pre-workout, 300 milligrams of caffeine, very well dosed formula as well. Not a lot of you guys probably tried that one, certainly not as popular as the Hydrate or their protein powders, but it's actually a fantastic pre-workout. So add it to your list of things to try. But yeah, these 4 are in the mix now as well. Right, I promise a final one from Per4m, and then we will move on to some new stuff. You might remember a little while back they launched, perhaps not their most glorious moment, not exactly a triumph for them, but they launched a cream of rice. So as you see, we've got cream of rice from them again. So we're out of stock for a long time. They went back to the drawing board, they have reformulated it, they've boosted the flavour, they've improved the texture and the consistency, so they picked up on all the feedback they received from that first range, and they have condensed it into this brand new, cream of rice right here. You can see the new improved formula yellow flash on the top there. We've got, I think they might have shared a flavour, but I mean, we've got some new flavours as well. I mentioned the jammy biscuit before, and of course, the Cherry Bakewell I just showed you in the protein powder, that has made it over here too. Yeah, feedback has been fantastic. Folks are loving this new one. So yeah, Per4m got it right second time out. We've got something legendary for you. That's Legendary Foods with their very popular protein pastries, tasty pastries they call these. So to you and me, to the everyman, you might say Pop-Tarts. Probably not supposed to call them that, but that's the general format. And yeah, they're iced, there's loads of great flavours, they've got a filling inside as well. We've got birthday cake that's here with the sprinkles and everything, there's cookies and cream, there's chocolate, there's classic strawberry and blueberry, the very popular brown sugar cinnamon. I should say we sold out of these very quickly after they came in the other day, certainly the brown sugar cinnamon, and we just restocked today, so that's why there's a mountain of them behind me. But what I will show you is the, what do they call them? Protein sweet rolls. These are kind of cinnamon rolls is the idea. Again, iced, but high protein creds, 20 grams of protein, no sugar, incredibly low carbs. These are brand new on this delivery. I was going to show you the wild berry here, just so you know what we're talking about. These are better heated up, incidentally. It's got the icing on top there, that's very sweet and delicious, and you can see the filling inside there. They've got quite an unusual texture, these things. I can appreciate seeing that on camera, that might actually not look too appealing. But they smell great. and certainly when you heat them up. That's the trick with these, you see. So with the tasty pastries, it is tempting to put them in a toaster. I would avoid doing that because you will find the icing on top actually runs somewhat and it'll tend to burn. But your best bet is to zap them in the microwave. It says that on the packaging as well. But if you zap them in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds, something like that, very, very soft, the flavour really comes out. All of these things are quite amazingly tasty, especially with those nutritionals, the creds on them. But the same with the protein sweet rolls, especially the cinnamon is my favourite here. But wild berry I've not tried before, so I've cracked one of these out to have now as a pre-gym snack. But yeah, 3 flavours of those as well, they're in the mix. So yeah, all of them on site now, Legendary Foods, great to have you back. Last time I was on doing these things, doing these videos, I think I was actually introducing a high protein, low sugar Snickers bar, or at least a new variety of it. So here I am again, after my inadvertent summer hiatus, doing the same thing. This time around, we've got the, for some reason, green and hazelnut bar. And hazelnut, why is it called and hazelnut? Well, I'll explain that in a sec. But yes, we've got the milk chocolate, that's the classic. We've got the white chocolate, super sweet, wonderful. And we had the one I introduced the other day, dark chocolate. I admit I wasn't so keen on this at first, but it's really grown on me. It's actually the one I eat most often. But not talking about that one today. Today, it's all about the gloriously green and hazelnut. Why is it and hazelnut? Well, it's because it's still peanut, right? If they replaced the peanuts with hazelnuts, it wouldn't really be a Snickers. So it's got the roasted peanut nibs, generous roasted peanut nibs, and that milk chocolate coating, caramel layer, all the wonderful Snickers hallmarks. But this time they've added real hazelnut to it. So it's that real hazelnut flavour going through it. It has a really nice twist with the milk chocolate and the peanuts. Delicious bar from Mars again. And this one has been very hotly anticipated. It is, of course, in Per4m's PRE, back in the mix, in version 3.0, the latest and greatest. So it's been out of stock for quite some time. We've been inundated with requests for this because PRE has for quite some time been our most popular, most powerful pre-workout in the mix, and yeah, it's kind of been missed. But yeah, massively dosed, high impact pre-workout, big pumps and big energy. Well, sounds pretty good, and it's certainly got a legendary reputation to go with this. It's got some pretty big shoes to fill in terms of its 2.0 version. So what have we got here? 3.0, they've upped the betaine, they've tweaked the pump ingredients just a little bit, they've removed glycerol so there's less annoying clumping, and well, that's about it really. It's got a slightly refined cognitive matrix, but Marcus has just tried this. He grabbed a tub straight away and said it's just as hard-hitting as ever, same euphoric effects as ever, and of course we've got most of the best-selling flavours back, including new ones, Rainbow Rock Candy and a Twink Sweet Apple Punch. It's always pretty tricky keeping up with demand for Jordan's Trained by JP products, and rightly so. They've got a fantastic reputation. They've got very high quality, very wide range of goodies. But actually, I probably should just say we did get a restock today. We had a couple of restocks last week as well, bringing back a lot of the protein powders, the protein flavours we haven't had for quite some time in the Performance Protein, the ISO Pro. So yeah, that's all on site now. But of course, yes, new stuff I'm on at the moment. New stuff we've got from them. I pulled out to show you the very first clear ISO they've done. So this is one of those juice-like protein shakes. It's very low sugar, it's very low carb, it's a minimal stomach distress. That's really the key thing with these things, and obviously the refreshing flavors. So if you're not a big fan of the milkshake style shakes, this is a very high quality, very refined whey protein isolate in here that obviously, yes, mixes up like a juice. Funnily enough, yes, this is the classic lemonade flavor. We have got 4 flavors. This has been the most popular so far, but I pulled out a strawberry to try myself. We haven't actually mentioned our very own Burley shakes in quite some time. So that's of course those guys you can see behind me there on the top shelf. This tub right here, we've got Billionaire Brownie and we've got Biscuit Blondie, both delicious flavors we put loads of work into, and I think it paid off. A lot of you guys, it's great for us to see people buying the tubs again and again and again. So wonderful that you've gone with us on this, and again, thank you for the support. But we've always wanted a way to share these a little bit more easily, especially because the whole pick and mix thing, we always had samples in mind. Well, we didn't have them until our good buddy Tariq came along. This is the guy from the Supplement Review. He's a bit of an industry legend, and he's got a very slick setup over there now. And anyway, he hooked us up with single serve samples. There you go. We got Biscuit Blondie, we got Billionaire Brownie, got our logo on the back and everything. So very, very cool. And these are convenient. Tear them open, put them in the shaker, away you go. You can buy these on site now. There's a little discount code on the back if you like them and want to buy a tub. You might even find them in our freebie system. But yeah, enjoy. I've got that promised Naughty Boy delivery. I was really excited to tell you about yesterday. So I'm actually surrounded by boxes here at the moment. We haven't had a chance yet to go through everything, put it on proper shelves, which is why it's got my famous rolling wheelie one here that I've stuck some stuff on. But I don't think we got the EscoBars, but there's been so much demand for those over at Naughty Boy's end. They're still sifting through deliveries and what's going where. So we will have those hopefully on Monday. But for right now, yes, we did get most of the delivery, which is comprised of the Nutbuster collection and lifestyle loops added on for good measure. So I pulled some of these out just to show you the flavors, how amazing these sound, and indeed some of them smell. First up on the end here, we've got obviously the 900 gram 30 serve tubs, and then the bigger 67 serving tubs, 2 kilos. We've got lifestyle loops. Lifestyle loops is cereal milk. You can think of it as that. So it's kind of a kind of honey sweet milk, like what's left over after a bowl of corn pops, let's say. And then we've got peanut butter cereal milk at the top there. That smells amazing instantly. That's definitely got the strongest smell of it. Really rich, creamy peanut smell coming out of that. We've got peanut butter blondie down here. So we haven't actually tried any of these yet. So a bit of a mystery to us too. But I mean, just going off the descriptions here, sounds amazing. And we've got, yeah, probably most exciting to me, maple pecan pancakes. So definitely not seen this one done ever, perhaps, certainly not for a very long time, some of our US imports. So yeah, that's probably the first one I'm going to try. But we got those 4 in the small tubs, and in terms of the big tubs, there's one we do have here, the white choc salted peanut, that we don't have in the small 30 serving tubs just yet. And likewise, we have the maple pecan pancakes in the small tubs, the 37 tubs, but not in the big tubs as yet. But these two will be following along soon to complete the range. So all in all, it's 5 flavors in each size, but most of these on site right now. And as I mentioned yesterday as well, it's not just protein that's come in, not just the Nutbuster collection, but we've got a new flavour in Naughty Boy Hydration, bang, the Mafiosa Twist. Now, I didn't really know what this flavour was. It's not obvious from the name. But I believe it's supposed to be like a FANTA Fruit Twist. Either way, we mixed some up, gloriously pink. And it's quite a powerfully flavoured one. It's quite distinctive. I actually kind of get hard sweets or maybe even Pez or something like that. It's quite a strong candy style flavour. Very fruity. I personally get grapefruit. Millie swears blind that it isn't that. But either way, that's in now as well. Very tasty, very refreshing, fantastic formula, as you know, with the hydration there. Warrior bars then. We've already got a ton of very tasty flavours here. I just run along. I think there are nearly 20, it's like 18 maybe, something like that. Loads of delicious flavours in there. Very popular crunch bars. These are 20 grams of protein, less than 3 grams of sugar. Quite a big bar as well at like 64 grams, so very satisfying too, good mix of textures. So yeah, it's not a surprise folks love these, and they have been quite popular in the mix for quite some time. They're getting even more popular now, in fact, so we're actually getting through more of these than we have done in years gone by, but that's maybe something to do with the sheer range of flavours they've released. But yes, on that, we've got brand new white choc blondie here. That's kind of like the very popular all-time best-selling white choc twist, but with a kind of buttery finish. We've got chocolate orange, that's the Jaffa cake flavour. We've got cookies and cream, which is actually a milk chocolate cookies and cream, which is quite novel, very tasty. And we've got my new favourite, maple syrup on the end here. So it's got a nice warming, hearty kind of sweetness, and we don't often see that in protein bars. But yep, these are all in the mix now, and you can pick and mix them too. A little bit different from us, this is a product that I myself was somewhat disturbingly excited by ever since we heard it announced a couple of months back. It has now, of course, launched. It is Applied Nutrition. Got the shirts on as well, because consistency is key. Applied Nutrition's somewhat intimidating looking and sounding Black Stack. So what the hell is this? Well, you can kind of see the pills there, you get the idea. They call it the Ultimate Health Pack, but yeah, it's an all-in-one daily pack of, I guess you could think of it as multivitamins and more. So you've got, yeah, vitamins in there, but you've got gut health and immunity boost, organ and joint support, you've got nootropics in there, antioxidants, tons of stuff, kind of everything you'd need. So you can see full breakdown there, vast list of ingredients. Yes, assuming you can handle tons of pills, then yeah, this appeals to me because I'm kind of lazy, I have a terrible diet, and I'm getting on a bit. So the idea of something I can take single hit each morning that's going to make me that little bit harder to kill and hit all those health markers really appeals. The Barebells, or perhaps it is Barebells, I've always called them Barebells, but yeah, the Barebells latest bar, it is the Marshmallow Rocky Road soft protein bar. That is to say, it's in their soft protein range, but it is also impressively soft for various reasons. I'll show you in a minute. Obviously, the marshmallow helps with that. But yeah, we put this in the post you might have just seen. The very bold statement that this might be our all-time favourite bar, certainly in the Barebells range. Why is that? Well, it's got a bit of everything going on, basically. It's a wonderful mixed texture. It's got a lot of crispy, it's got a lot of crunchy, but it's also got soft, thank you to the marshmallow. There you go, wonderful red wrapper. It's got crispies all over the top there, soft creamy milk chocolate. Okay, cross-section. It's got peanuts in it. So it's got marshmallows, peanuts, nougat based. It's got caramel layer, lovely smooth milk chocolate, 17 grams of protein, just 2 grams of sugar, no added sugar. Really delicious. Available now. We have got, the very first protein bar from NaughtyBoy. NaughtyBoy, you know, for their supplements, this big growing range in the mix and some really delicious proteins among other things. Well, this is actually picking up. It's the first flavour here, so there are 2 bars coming, but it's the very first EscoBar, and this is the white Choc Caramel Biscuit, which is actually, for those in the know, one of the very popular flavours in the Naughty WHEY Protein range. This bar is impressive. Let me just put it at that. It is 200 calories. It is, what do you got? 20 grams of protein, just over 2 grams of sugar. It's veggie friendly, which I've only just realised, which is very rare and very cool in this. So there you go. It's a bigger bar too at 65 grams, very generous. But white Choc Caramel Biscuit, it's layered again. Yeah, see there if I lean forward, but it's got a very soft base. See how easy it was to tear there. It's got the actual caramel biscuit style layer. It's very sweet, very moreish, almost got a biscuity-like crunch to it. Very sweet, very spiced, very impressive. In the mix now, you're going to love these new bars, and I can't wait for the next flavour.